Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to the first official episode of Alphacraft. We're actually picking back up not too long after, time-wise, not too long after when I did the intro, and because I'm ready to get my feet wet, and actually find a place to get started, get some food, get some materials, stuff like that. So today, I think our primary objective is just setting off, because I would like to build a one-chunk house in the neighborhood, but I have no materials to do so. I have no axe, I have no pick, I have no nothing. So that'll be our first objective, is just finding a place that we can kind of set up and start getting materials. I know many of the alphas, they traveled here, to the spawn coordinates, traveled here, and so they picked up materials on the way. I didn't have that luxury. I don't have any materials. I have no wood or anything. So we're just going to set off. Right now we are headed to, negative X, positive Z. Positive Z. Let's just break off in this direction. What? There's pillagers. There's pillagers in the water. Those guys can be a pain, actually. Especially with no armor or no weapons. They would just be kind of bad. So, and this is in 1.4.4 actually, and I'm super excited because that's one thing I've been really wanting. There's more pillagers. I've been really wanting to dive into vanilla because of the fact, partially because it's a lot more, I think, for me it's going to be very, very fresh because there's so many new blocks and stuff that's added. And the nice thing is there's no one block solutions to automating everything. Which I do kind of miss about the vanilla experience, because modded while being fun, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stop my modded series, but truth be told, it's just so easy these days, things being grindy, it doesn't mean difficult, so it's going to be nice being on a vanilla experience where, you do more redstone, and you do more of a thought process as far as building goes. And it's been a while. It really has. It's been a while since I just dived into vanilla, and just started going with it. So we've actually got to come out a little ways before we can say for sure, I'd like to build here. I think it's a 1,000 1,000 block radius around spawn that we should come out before we start building, because spawn is anticipated to get fairly large as time goes on. This server is expected to be quite extensive as far as the time frame goes, so we'll be on here and we'll have time to do some nice big builds and everything like that. So I'm super excited about that. And hey, there's a pillager. There's pillagers everywhere. Luckily, Wild gave us a little bit of food to get started, so we do have that. So we don't have to slaughter animals right this second. We just have to kind of dodge the pillagers and avoid the darkness. Because, of course, nighttime is a dangerous thing. So we should be probably about far enough out. I'm going to go to, Z1000, and that's kind of where we're going to call it good, I think. And that way we can find a place where we can start breaking trees and gathering up stone and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, there's pillagers right there. I got stuck in a tree, or stuck underneath the tree. And, I like this area. And this is, this is 1,000 blocks out. Is it going to be that easy to just find an area? Boom. But we came 1,000 blocks out, so I'm going to go through the general motions of starting. Not there. Not there. No thank you. Oh my gosh, there's so many pillagers. Alright, we're going to go for a little bit of mountain climbing here and try to get up on top of this. Hopefully no pillagers. Okay, it's just one of those really small mountains. Actually, this area, though, is kind of... pillagers everywhere. Seems like Drama's having a bit of issue with pillagers as well. Drama and Diabs logged on before I started this recording, so. Oh my gosh. I don't really want to punch them to death. Okay. Alright. So we're going to call this place good. And we're going to start going through the general motions of gathering wood. And actually kind of the build I had in mind, I wanted a bit of like kind of a forested area that has a bit of water around it. So potentially this might be a good place for what I want to do. I'm not for sure as of just yet. But what I'm probably going to do is start heading towards that mountain. I mean, it's about to get dark. So what I think I'm going to do for right now is we're just going to dig into this mountain. And I'm going to set up my crafting table and all that. But I'm going to do it in here. Okay, let's get ourselves a crafting table and get ourselves a pickaxe so we can gather up some stone. And boom, Stone Age. Alright. And I think I'm just going to go straight into a bit of mining, maybe? Because I want to get a bit of cobblestone built up. Because I think what we're going to do is we're going to head to that mountain. And we are going to also... Oh, I didn't get extra wood, though. Okay, so the sun's up right now. So I'm going to, before I get started doing a bit of mining... Let me get an axe real quick. And let's cut down maybe another tree. I just want just a little bit of wood to get some torches to get started. Like make some charcoal. Maybe a little bit extra wood from here. And I'd really like to hang out and wait for the saplings, but I think it's going to start getting dark soon. I had to go AFK a second. Just a second. But let's make ourselves a furnace. And get this thing set up. And go ahead and cook a couple pieces of wood. And I'm fairly certain sticks are still the best early fuel source in vanilla. There we go. And getting a bed is high on my priority list as well. Let's go ahead and get that smelting up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head down. I'm mainly wanting, honestly, more than anything, I mean, I would love to get some iron and some coal and some, you know, just stuff like that. But I think the top priority at the moment is just getting a bit of cobblestone because I want to figure out what our surroundings look like and if this is a place I'd like to build in. Because this is actually, strangely enough, I just started heading off in a random direction. But I know that it's been mentioned a couple times on the server that there's, or on, you know, on the videos, that there's a lot of forests and stuff around, which actually kind of works out because the build I have planned, which all depends, you know, I generally have some ideas going into a new series as to what I would like to build ideally, but it does sometimes change based on what kind of terrain I find and, you know, what speaks to me. But what I would like to build actually involves having a forest and streams and water and stuff around. And we're going to try to build with the landscape a bit within this series. So that's kind of what I would like to find. And maybe get a farm set up this episode. And that's like my big objective is just getting food. So because this will be on hard mode. So we want to make sure that we're not starving to death. Probably should have made a shovel. Okay, I've got a little over a stack of cobblestone. I've also got some gravel and some dirt. That should be fine. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd make scaffolding. But I haven't came across bamboo. I mean, there was bamboo at spawn, but... Okay, so what we're going to do... Let's actually grab our furnace as well. Because I'm not sure if I will be back over here or not. Probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and just block that in. I wouldn't want to mine here anyways. So, and we will be building a proper mine. So, but let's head over to this little hilltop. and see what we can see. Because right now I just kind of want to pillar up and just see what this area looks like. Kind of get somewhat of an aerial view. So let's see. Oh, wait, there's somebody living here. I looked on the spawn coordinates, or the base coordinates. I didn't see anybody's base here, but... Oh, this is J Jackson, Wild One's base. Okay. We pretty much just came full circle. Alright. Well, let's keep heading out then. I'm glad I replaced that dirt, so maybe they'll be none the wiser that I broke that near their base. Let's start heading off in this direction then. And there's sheep up here, so I'm going to go ahead and kill them just so I can make a bed. I don't have any iron to make shears at the moment, but this will be fine. Plus we can get some food, get some mutton, and honestly I might benefit from just having a bed with my spawn location saved, so that if I was to die, I could get back. Now this little area isn't too bad. I'm going to start heading off in this direction. I don't want to go up the mountains. I don't want to build a mountain base. I build mountain bases a lot, and I don't want a mountain base. And I'm going to grab these flowers. I like flowers. And also I should try to get, yeah, there's some wheat seeds. Maybe a few more wouldn't be bad. Just so that when we do find a place to set up shop, we'll have the means to actually set up a farm. Hey, more flowers. Of course, we can bone meal these, so I'm not going to take more than what I need. Mainly looking for roses and sunflowers now. Hey, roses. It's perfect. Oh, we have water. And we got pumpkins. I'm going to take a pumpkin as well. I've got an axe. And I'm going to kill the cows that I spot. Just for leather. Maybe we can make some leather armor. There's a swamp over here. And I see mushrooms. Let's make a boat, maybe. I don't think I've came too far out. No, we're still good. I know it's preferred that everybody kind of make bases semi-close to spawn. I mean, within a few thousand blocks, you know. And that's so that we don't end up, you know, hermiting ourselves out away from spawn, so it's, like, inconvenient to travel back. Hey, I'll take lily pads. I'm going to head up this hill and kind of get a view of what's in this area. Kind of hoping there's like some streams over here. Hey, flat chunk. Ah, it's like mountains. It's not quite what I'm looking for. I mean, I could make streams, but I'd rather just find streams, you know? I don't know if I want to head that way or this way. Aha! Now this... This might be something. Okay, I'm going to pop in here and make a bed. Alright, let's get ourselves a bed. A lot of these recipes I remember. Some of the recipes I'm going to have to look up, I promise. My vanilla knowledge actually used to be pretty good. It's pretty horrible at this point. Because I haven't, like, oh, they added the ability to sleep through thunderstorms. That's new to me. And I think it should be just about night. Yeah, just about. And we'll just go ahead and sleep through this night. And that way I can kind of have a look around, because I think this little area, you know, it's not as flat as just a forest. We kind of got like some little cliffs and stuff, which would make for some pretty cool terrain variation, I think. And I'll make a shovel later. I promise. I promise I'll make a shovel. And a sword. A sword would be good, actually. Yeah, let's make a sword. I've got cobblestone, so. Just trying not to, like, get too much stuff going until I get a place found. Alright, let's head... I like this little stream over here. And we actually have that big lake nearby, which is pretty cool. I'm going to head over here to this hilltop. I got a nice little cave. Oh, I see coal. I see coal. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back to that. I don't want to mess with that right now. Until I have a good spawn set, I don't want to mess with caving, because it's spooky. I love navigating the wild world of Minecraft. Whenever it's like this, like just trees and you know, just it's so nice. Oh yeah, I like this because it's just natural wild land. Oh, it looks like somebody's passed through here, maybe, unless that's natural. I think it's natural actually, because I can see some dirt right there. Kind of look like somebody had pillared up right there, but I don't think that's the case. No, that's not the case. I like this because I've got like some flatlands. I've got this kind of hilly area. I've got my streams. There's a lake not terribly far away. I mean, I'm going to have to do a lot of deforesting to really, you know, but I'm going to need the wood anyways, so that's not that big of a concern. I'm going to have to break that floating island too, because that'll drive me insane. But, oh, yes. Yes, let's take a paddle around this little lake real quick. Oh, I love that overhang. We're actually going to, I think, set up right there initially. And see, I've got this kind of flat lands that move off into like hilly, more hilly areas. And, oh, man, I love these little overhangs. Yeah, this is going to be our spot. I like it because I kind of want to build something. My build idea is actually something to like an elven type effect. And I've got a spruce forest over here, so I'm going to have ample access to spruce, birch, oak initially, and I'm sure I can scrounge up some dark oak. Looks like a plains back here. Yeah, a little plains type area. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to take this area. I like it. And I like the dense forest, and I mean, of course, naturally, whenever we're building, not sure. Okay, that's just some kind of a weed. Naturally, whenever we start building, we're gonna have to cut down some trees, but then I plan to replant a lot of trees because I want something nice and forested. And we're gonna have to get mossy stone is vines and cobblestone, if I recall. And so we're gonna have to get ourselves some vines. So I'm gonna have to come across those. But that shouldn't be too difficult. So, yeah, we're going to set up actually underneath this little overhang to start with. So we're going to have a kind of little by the water type base initially. And hey, I like this little spot. Well, the only thing is I'm going to have mobs dropping down from there. So maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe in this little alcove here would be the best spot. To start with. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to dig in here. And this is where we're going to set up shop at. To start with. Our little hole in the wall base for right now. While I gather up some materials and stuff. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to clear out a little space for us to start kind of setting up some chests and stuff like that. And I'll be back, and then I want to get some farms set up, I think. Okay, I want to pop you guys back in just really quick. I hear pillagers on the other side of that wall. And I actually moved my bed down here. I haven't got a chance to set my spawn point, but I found iron, actually. I just kind of dug this down here because I was going to sleep, but then I didn't get down here in time to actually sleep and set my spawn. And because I had to move it because of those guys. And we're about to try taking them on, I think. But it's about to be night, so I'd like to set my spawn if at all possible. And I'm going to put away my stuff, just in case I do die. So far I haven't died. I'm happy. We do have a death counter, by the way. That's what that 0 up there is I haven't died yet. And, oh, I've actually got coal right here. So, I'm going to go ahead and mine this up. Just 4 pieces, but that's fine. We'll take that. And, okay. We should be good to sleep now. And I think probably next episode, I'm going to gather up materials and stuff like that between episodes, but I think probably next episode we will actually start, you know, putting together a proper house, getting started on that, because I would quite enjoy, I know this is a waste of a couple pieces, but that's fine. I'm going to get that smelting up. Just so I can maybe make a helmet or something. Or actually probably an iron pick might be my first thing that I make. But yeah, we can set our spawn. I'll leave my bed here for a while. But yeah, I think next episode we'll actually start working on a house, a proper house, and doing a little bit of time-lapse building, which I'm quite excited for. Okay, let's go around the other side of this and see if we can take these guys out. I don't know if I want to maybe make a better sword or just go in there with the stone sword. Yeah, let's make a better sword. This will be my first time going toe-to-toe with Pillager. So, alright. I'm just going to throw that down. I can use this to smelt something, so I'll just hold on to that and just use it for cooking. Okay. Let's see if we can route these guys real quick. Ooh. It's a bit of a pack. Oh, man. Do I dare? Because I'm not going to have any... Oh, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come around from the other side. Yeah, we can get right over there. There we go. And they'll shoot each other, so... Oh, I'm getting hit, though. And I don't have any armor. Yeah, just shoot each other. I like that. I think that one just died. Oh! Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. At least thin them out a couple members, if nothing else. There we go. There's another one down. Still 3 left down there. Oh gosh, it just grazed me too. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that mutton cooked up here soon. Now get on the land so I can hit you. There we go! Monster Hunter advancement. And I can take that one on. Voluntary exile. And we got a banner off of him. Awesome. So we can set our little banner up like the ominous banner. Let's just put that right there for right now. Okay, so, and our iron is done. Let me go ahead and just make some boots for starters. Okay. Alright, so we need to set up a farm. Oh, I left my boat. That's okay, it's just right over here. I know our base isn't too fancy. I promise, we'll get started on an actual base next episode, but I just want to, right now I just want to live. Is what I want to do. I just want to be able to survive and not starve to death. I mean, I can hunt, sure, but I don't want that to be like my primary method of food at the moment. And I'm not going to be able to set up, unless I set up the farm in here. Actually, let me, I'm going to use this coal that we got, and I'm just going to go ahead. I've got a bad omen. I don't know what that is. Is it because of this? Is it because of the ominous banner? Does that give me bad omen? Or do I just have bad omen? I think I just have a bad omen. Okay, well, let's come over here. Yeah, actually, this little island right here, we're going to set up kind of somewhat of a temporary farm over here. Just a temporary one. It's not something... I forgot to bring my seeds. Of course I did. I really like this little area. I have some ideas. Maybe I'll put the banner back out because I still have a bad omen. So, I don't think it's the banner that's doing it. I thought maybe that's what made it ominous, but I don't think that's the case. I've got a little area cleared out. Nothing big, but I don't want anything too big right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a crafting table. And I've got two... Let me pop over and get the rest of our seeds real quick. And this should be close enough to our little hovel so that whenever we're like in here, we can kind of... we'll keep that area loaded so that the farm keeps growing and all that. So I don't know why I'm going down here. I need to make stairs. I'm going to do that. Let me actually do that real quick. Because why not? This place is just... It's going to be very, very temporary. We're going to actually... Once we get a little house built, we're just going to cover this back in. That's why I kind of wanted to dig in and not build something above ground, because that way I can just cover this back up with dirt and we'll be all good. So, okay, I need another craft of stairs real quick. Okay, and let me just get, I'm just going to get some cobblestone walls. We'll just go with like 48 of them. It's cheaper for me right now than wood, so we're going to use that to keep the animals out and the monsters from trampling our farm. And you know, in this version, we actually don't have to have water. I keep bugging out on stuff. There we go. We don't actually have to have water to grow crops, so I could just drop them down, but they do grow slower if we do that. So we are going to use that for like decorative farms a lot, but I think this farm I'd like to have at least a decent speed on it, so we're just going to go like this. Of course, I don't have a bucket because I used my iron. I should have made a bucket. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's get ourselves a gate real quick. We'll just make it out of birch. That's fine. Drop that in right there. Those connect now. That's awesome. I remember a time when they didn't connect. Okay, so this is just going to be a little 5x4 farm. It's a little bit janky, but that's okay. And we'll do that for now. And just so we have some wheat going. And that way I can make bread and maybe get cows going before too long. But okay, so that's something. And I've got plenty of places to go fishing too. So there we go. We got ancient salmon head and a raw salmon. Awesome. That's actually one of the plugins that we've got on the server, so that we can get heads from like most things. It's kind of like an uncommon drop, but we can get heads from like, I think it's like every single different animal and monster and everything, including like different colors and stuff like that. Well, the sun's starting to set, so I'm going to pop back over to the little cave where we're calling home at the moment, and pop back over here. We also have to find sugarcane. We have to find bamboo. There's a lot of things we have to find. So that's probably going to be one of our top priorities once we get a little base set up, like next episode. But between episodes, I'm going to spend a little bit of time gathering up resources. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end out this episode here. I know it's about wrapping up point, maybe a little bit over, but we got some stuff done. We found a base, so it's ugly right now. I live in a hole in the ground. But like I said, next episode will actually, I just need to get some resources together. And then next episode we'll actually start building. I might pop over there and gather up some of that spruce wood that's over the hill. Because we might use that for the build. I've got to do some thinking. But I don't have vines at the moment, so I can't really make mossy cobble. But that's okay. That's alright. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.